My name's Karl. I was doing your intro for you.
Thank you. Hey, all you wild animals. I'm Karl.
And I'm Rachel.
And we're excited to be joining you as hosts of the Loam and Gravel Society.
Yep, for our first episode, we're headed up to Vancouver Island to cycle with some adaptive athletes on their mountain bike trails. Shred the gnar.
Cycled all over the world, most recently across North, South, and Central America. And Rachel joined me from Mexico all the way down to Costa Rica. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope you enjoy the season. All right, adios.
Go ride your bike.
Good morning from beautiful Cumberland, Vancouver Island, British Columbia, Canada. Can you get more descriptive than that? Cumberland is a mountain biking mecca. We are currently in the driveway of Gene, a bowhead rider. Last night we picked up Dave from the airport, so we are stoked to set up the bikes, have some breakfast, and then check out the kilometers and kilometers of trails that are apparently just a block away. Really excited to get on the bikes, check out the bowhead bicycles as well. They look amazing. Hey, what's up?
Breakfast.
All right, breakfast is ready, so here we go.
President's Choice, they're all progressively more difficult kind of thing, so we can go in there and just...
The thought process was then you can see where I'm at,
Yeah.
and then we can see where we're all at, and then from there,
Yeah, no,
then
for
you're
sure.
probably going to be able to make the best educated
No,
direction.
I'm not making an educated choice. You're talking to a guy in a wheelchair.
Your local
We
knowledge.
don't play it safe.
Noted. Noted.
We're good. Yeah, we're pumping busy as always. Jamming in some trail work as well. Things are getting close where you were talking about the other day.
We're just getting started, and my first thought is, I don't know if I'm going to be able to keep up with these guys. These guys are just cranking up the hill. Yeah, I stopped for 2 seconds and I can't catch back up with them.
Do this and then we'll come back up this little trail to the left and then
Okay.
go up that way. It's a little bit more of a technical climb.
Amazing not to have to take the logging road up. Wow. I wouldn't mind a little shout for those headphones. Oh, that'll be a gooder. To the left.
That's too much fun. Oh, wow. Whew.
These guys are shredders. This is awesome. Man. I like this backyard you have.
It's tough.
But
By
like-
tough, I mean it's fucking the best.
Yeah, like this is what I love. Like I love grinding shit like this. Just to be able to come out and do something where I'm just pushing myself to the max.
Perfect.
And like on a spur of a moment with another adaptive athlete, with 3 strangers, and having just a blast of life. This was what my life was pre-injury, and I've been craving that moment for so long, and to like have validation that it's back and it's doable, and it's just, I have to just be in an environment where I'm set up for success. And like, oh, that's such a like mental block to remove, and like Oh, it's not. It's like an almost religious experience kind of thing where it's like, oh, I'm gaining my life back.
Yeah.
You know where my vote is for our post-ride refuel.
Post-ride carb up.
Yeah, carb reload.
I think when we're talking about pizza, it's time for the ride to be over, huh?
Top 5 days riding the Bowhead right there.
Nice.
How was that not?
Well,
Yeah,
day one will always be number one, sorry.
Gene is offended. That's not number one. So what's first on the agenda, beer or pizza?
Oh, I was thinking, you guys want to order pizza? Drive into town, pick it up. I'll walk Jan over, pick up some beers.
Okay, your 1,600 kilometers since March trumps mine 200 since last October.
Oh, wow.
Man, good work.
Such a good ride.
Yeah, that was great. Thanks, man.
That was awesome,
Good
buddy.
ride.
So good.
Top 5 for sure.
Oh, thanks.
Good stuff, Rachel. You already paused the Strava or finished the Strava. That was your first.
I mean, I'm not gonna track something that ain't gained.
Well, I mean, I kind of like to walk around and get a little bit extra.
Oh yeah, just that extra 100 meters.
100 extra meters, yeah. Make sure.
Accidentally leaves it on for the flight home from Costa Rica. Has a, what, 15,000 feet
That's
elevation.
a real KON right there.
That,
Yeah,
I felt.
You were taking extreme king of the mountain over.
I felt really good about that one.
Keep your stick on the ice.
Keep your stick on that.
Good old red green show. What a great classic Canadian classic.
Hi, I'd like to make an order. Could we start with the Let's Get Maui'd? And then we'd like 2 Sasquatch. And then 1 buffalo chicken, please. Perfect, thank you.
Let's travel.
Wow. Awesome, thank you. Thank you.
Hi. Perfect.
Nice.
There was a big gap between being on single track and enjoying single track. It's probably another 12 years before I enjoyed it.
It's helped me regain my life back to those certain parts, but it's also helped me have a career with Rocky Mountain Adaptive to do the coaching, so that's really cool. So for me, it's been a very therapeutic device. And
I have to quickly interrupt because Dave sent me this clip where he's teaching Amy, a blind cyclist, to ride, and it's so good.
we're downhill, and then it's gonna go uphill. Pump it, pump, 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 pump. Good work. Pump, pump, pump. You're doing so well, Amy. That's all you. All you. Keep going. Yes. Yes. That's all you. I'm just holding the bike stable. You're doing this all by yourself.
Now back to Dave.
Like I had commented to Gene how I was frothing pretty hard. Like, I was frothing even more now after riding today. For me, like to see what that bike is capable of, to see what the potential is with it, like it to me is just amazing. So that's where like today was just a huge day to both have like that semblance of life pre-injury of like just drop everything, jump on a plane, arrive, sleep on a floor, all the little parts of it, like just crawling up, having pizza and beer with friends, and just people who decide to fall into each other's lives because of the love of biking. To me, like that's like I don't look at this weekend as an adaptive weekend. I look at this weekend as a weekend.
It is our second morning in Cumberland, and we're still in Gene's driveway. And so what I figured this morning we would do is have a nice little camping breakfast. Yesterday, Gene and Dave prepared breakfast for Rachel and I, and this morning I think Rachel and I should prepare breakfast for Gene and Dave. So we will surprise them early this morning, and it is 5:45, which is why I am speaking a little bit less clearly than I would normally be speaking. So, yeah, let's get to work. Do you like sausages? Oops.
Eggs and sausage. And toast.
Ooh. Might have to make the toast inside.
It's not camp toaster. And I'm...
Right now, it's kind of cool to see how it's
Whoa.
You know, just do a little morning breakfast here.
This is dynamite.
Who's your best friend?
Everywhere we go.
No, this
Wow.
is
The ultimate
Come here.
butter or sausage.
Yeah, I believe it after this. This
Yeah.
was so good.
From Nicaragua. We carried it for a while and we're like, we'll save it for when we get home because it'll taste even better there.
Yeah.
Somebody likes frisbee.
Giddy up, y'all!
For our second ride, we headed out to a lake where Gene and Dave let us attempt to ride one of their Bowhead bikes. Look at this guy.
Oh, you got that on film? Sweet.
People call this, I think, coal beach, or this is all. It's funny because it's coal sand, and then people have beach fires,
Oh yeah?
and then not realize that they might not be able to ever put it out.
Oh my gosh.
So yeah, it's pretty cool though. The Forest Society has bought a big chunk of all of this, so now this belongs to the community, basically.
Nice.
Yeah, they've really gone to bat for the community, and they saw what might happen if they didn't do that, and yeah.
What's the name of this lake, Gene?
This is Comox Lake.
Comox Lake.
Yeah.
Okay. Where's my liability form?
So kind of like getting onto a horse there, perfect. Swinging the leg. You'll want to put them in the stirrups there, perfect. Can we get the strap over her feet? She does have sensation in her feet, but if they do pop out of the stirrup and get caught between your leg and the articulation, they aren't the most enjoyable sensation. So when I coach with Rocky Mountain Adaptive, a large part of it is just letting the student kind of get used. So we like to spend a good 30 seconds to a minute just kind of getting used to where that articulation is,
Okay.
what it feels like. So when we're riding, I like to advise my students to feel like they have a helium balloon kind of tugging out of the top of their head so that we're getting our posture nice and straight. And how we steer this bike is actually with our butt cheeks. So what you're going to want to do is as you're turning left, you then drop your left cheek, and then that helps articulate the bike. So have you ever rode a skidoo or a sea-doo?
Once.
So you know when you were turning on that jet ski, you had to kind of brace the opposite side that you were turning against, and it's very similar with these bikes. It's just feeling what it's like to be on a straight
Okay.
and going around kind of this nice flat area that we have here. So just with your, we have
Almost falling. Okay.
It looks pretty tough.
So what you're trying to do is try and find that midnight position for your butt.
Yes.
And as the terrain beneath you changes, you let the bike float underneath you.
Okay.
Usually I do this part in grass as opposed to coal sand, but we make do.
How is it?
I'm getting it.
Nice work. There you go, bring it nice up to center there.
It's going well. It's going way better than I thought.
Right around G, and then drop the right hip and make that turn. Nice work, Rachel. How's that feeling so far?
Yeah, it's different.
All right, are you ready to try a little bit different terrain?
I don't think I'm ready for that.
Okay.
I'm gonna end up in the well.
Well, with that attitude.
Maybe I'll like kind of go and then I'll switch sides. Maybe I'll just do like 4 laps, 2 on each side.
Yeah. All right, are you ready for your final test, Rachel?
I don't know.
Well, there's only one way to find out. We're gonna go around, we're gonna do that loop that you did.
Okay.
You're gonna come around straight past here, and then we're gonna catch that little berm.
Okay.
The secret when catching a berm is speed is your friend.
Okay.
So if you come into a berm timidly, the bike will roll.
Hasta luego. How you doing?
I leaned too far to the right.
Oh, God! Oh no! Oh. The bikes were immensely capable, and we both gained even more respect for Dave and Jean's fitness and skill. We spent a little more time at the lake swapping stories. One of my favorite coaches in Bolivia. Really? Yeah. One because the large thing in uni. It's a big flat salt flat. Oh, okay. Yeah, it feels like you're riding on a frozen lake, but you're not sliding. You have perfect traction.
Have to rinse the bikes off real well.
I mean, such a
Those salt flats, like the one that they have in the States, that's where they like race to like break the landscape barrier. So like,
out of those salt flats.
yeah.
Hey, you know what kind of berries these are? The round red ones?
Don't eat.
Only one way to know. Woo!
Then it was time to go. We rode home, packed up, and thanked Jean for being such an awesome guide to Cumberland, British Columbia. Last thing to do was drop Dave off at the airport and wrap up a great weekend of riding with new friends. The Loam and Gravel Society is chartered by Old Man Mountain and Robert Axle Project, maker of the most versatile racks and finest through axles available. We are patroned by Nog, lighting up the night for over 20 years, Rare Gear, telescoping fly rods that are always ready. Additional support comes from Sugar Wheel Works, One Up USA, Kona Bicycles, Terravale Tires, and Carefree Camper Co.